Good day and welcome again to ASOKA Services. In line with the RPC or DMOCs, I think we need to discuss the setting up of dates for pickup or even the clinical visit, which is now the schedules. Remember, we said on the clinical notes, this is all that the clinician will capture, and this all talks to our source document for the RPCs. But at the bottom there, we have the next treatment supply pickup date and venue, as well as the clinical visit or facility visit. These dates play an important role in making sure that the policy is implemented correctly. I think it will only be fair that we discuss these in more detail. So in this video, we will discuss basically the RPC schedule and how it works and how dates are created and what to look out for before we even go in details on the collection tool. One of the biggest things to keep in mind when setting up the schedule is that the patient cohort month, which is the month that the patient started treatment on, must not change, because this month is the same month that the patient will do their annual bloods or investigations. We also have to keep in mind that the number of tablets in the bottles, it's mostly 28. And our months are 30 or 31 days. So there will always be days short in the bottle. The prescription validity also plays a role, because if the script is valid for 6 months, we know then halfway through the patient needs to come back so that we refill or we rescript again to make it valid again. And the pickup frequency of the patient also determines how often the patient will come to the pickup point or to the clinic. Will it be picking up medication every 2 months or every 3 months? So I would like us to look onto the schedule, what it means and how we should actually calculate it, and what each visit actually we need to look out for. Let's start with the 2 months one. I would just like to highlight some of the things to take note. Remember, now we said the script or the pickup can be at 2 months or at 3 months. So we are starting with the 2 months one. One of the things I want us to keep in mind is these are the months that the patient will be collecting medicine for, month 1, 2, all the way up to 6. The script validity here is for 6 months and 6 months. So hence it's 1 up until 6 and then 1 up until 6 again. These ones here are the months that the patient will be coming to our facilities or to the pickup point. Always when we start a treatment, or if I start taking treatment today, I'm still on month 0 because I do not have any months. I haven't counted even any days taking the treatment. So the beginning of a schedule will always be month 0, because it will be the first time that we are issuing the medicine. So at month 0, if we are using a 2-month schedule, the patient will be taking medicine for month 1 and 2. At month 0, the patient has not collected any medication. It's their first time in this 12-month cycle that they will be collecting. So at month 0, they will be collecting for month 1 and month 2 in a 2-month cycle. So midway, once they finished another, remember now they must come back before they finish the medicine for month 2 so that we do not interrupt the treatment. So somewhere between month 1 and month 2, the patient will come back again to take medicine for month 3 and 4. I hope it makes sense. So when the patient is here, they've already finished month 1. They're not on month 0 anymore, they're on month 1. When they are here and they finished month 2. They've finished month 3. That's how it counts. But now they need to come and collect the medication for the month before the previous month's medication is finished. Hence, at month 0, they collect for month 1 and 2. Probably midway month 2, when they've finished month 1, they still have medicine for month 2. They will come and collect, that is now month 2, they will come and collect for month 3 and 4. They finish month 3 medicine, midway month 4, hence the M4, they will come and collect for 5 and 6. That's how it goes. Midway month 7, after month 7, midway month 8, they will come and collect for month 9 and 10. That's how it works. So these are the months that the patient will come and collect or come and visit the facility for. The visits are all circled. It will be month 0, month 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. This is in a 12-month cycle. In this cycle, our script is at 6 months. In the other cycle, now that we can prescribe for 12 months, it will be 12 months, taking away some of this. We'll talk to this. So basically, month 0, the patient picks up for medicine for month 1 and 2. In month 2, while they're still busy with month 2 medication, they pick up for 3 and 4. Then it goes like that. Let's then look at the activities that take place per month that the patient come. Just take note that we said the script is valid for 6 months. The patient is not given medicines for 6 months. The patient still comes and collect for medicine. If the script is valid for 12 months, the patient, if they are taking every 2 months, they will still come and collect every 2 months. So there is no patient that is given medicine for the 6-month script, all 6 months medicine, but they are given every 2 months. It does not matter where they are picking up, at the external pickup point, at the facility pickup point, or at the adherence club. They will take medicine either at 2-month cycle or at 3-month cycle, depending on what they chose their cycle to be. Only the script is valid for 6 months or 12 months, but medication is picked up at 2 months in this one, and we'll look also on the 3 months one. So on month 0, that is when the patient, we have not issued any, now that the patient is still on RPC. We have not issued them on anything. We enroll them and we give their first supply. On month 2, the patient is coming for the first time to come and pick up medicine at the pickup point, being the external pickup point, the facility pickup point, or the adherence club. They come and pick up their medication and they go, depending on the modality that they have chosen. If it's an adherence club, they will come and sit for the first time now in their RPC and discuss. But otherwise, they all come and pick up in whatever modality they are in. That is for month 2 and month 4. They do the same thing. Come now, because this script is month 6. At month 6, they will not have, the script will not be valid to be issued for any medication. Now then the patient comes back, they are given their medicine, and their new script valid for another 6 months is written up. So in other words, if the patient does not have a script of 12 months, they will not have to come here to the clinic. They will continue picking up the medication. This visit will be the same as this one. This visit is different here because the script is 6 months. So they will continue to see the clinician and collect the script. Remember now, this is only for the patients that are taking the bloods now annually. We have not discussed the patients that are now, they are 6 months on treatment and are still have to take the annual bloods. Let's park those ones. We'll discuss them later. So these ones are the patients that have been here now for a year. They've finished a year. They've done their annual bloods. So they will continue here and take their medication if the script is for a year. If it's not for a year, they will come in the facility and collect and have their script renewed. And then they collect again and they collect again. Come month 12, which is now their cohort, when they finish a year from month 0, then they have to go back to the facility for their annual bloods and to have a script done again. So these are the months of collection. These are the months that we are collecting for, and these are the months that the patient is coming to collect. And these are the months that the patient is not coming to the facility in a 2-month cycle. So in all of the modalities, facility pickup, adherence lab, or external pickup point, the pickup schedule will be the same. Let's look at the 3 months one. Now that we have an option to let the patient collect every 3 months instead of every 2 months, it's the same. These are the months that the patient is collecting. Month 0, we have not issued anything, and it is a cycle of up until 12. The script is still valid for 6 months. Now, the patient will come for the first time. We have not given. They will finish month 1, medicine at home. They will finish month 2. Midway month 2, they need to come in and pick up medication for month 5, 4, 5, and 6. Midway 6, they come and pick up and renew the script now because it's a 6 months. So in other way, between the two, between month 0 and 6, they will come once for pick up. In the previous one, where they were doing a 2 months, between month 0 and 6, they come twice. But now, in a 3-month collection cycle, they come once on month 3, and then they go to the facility to have their script renewed. And they go again once for pick up, and they go again for renewal. But if the script is for a 12-month cycle, they will only pick up here, pick up there, because they do not have to renew. It's a 12 months and pick up. So they will pick up 3 times, and then they will go once for a visit. We said in a 2 months one, they will go for pick up 1, 2. Let's say the script is for a year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They will pick up and they will go to a facility. On a 3 months, the script is for a year. They will pick up 3 times and they will go to a clinic. Remember, these pickup schedules are for the same for all modalities: facility pickup, adherence club, or external pickup point. There are a number of things that we need to keep in mind in all of this. Is now that the cohort still needs to be kept. That means at 12 months, the patient must not miss. They must come back to the facility, have their script renewed, and have their bloods collected. Month 0, as we have said, represent the initiation month that the patient started treatment on. The annual investigation needs to be done at month 0 or at month 12. Month 12 and month 0 will always be exchangeable because it's the month that the patient needs to come back to the facility. Now we need to keep in mind that in the bottle we have only 28 tablets. And in the bottle, as much as we have 28 tablets, that means we will always be short of 2 days or 3 days in a month. If we do not take this into mind, there will be months where the days that the patient will go without drugs. And secondly, the patient will be kicked out of their cohort month and therefore missing their annual bloods. I would like to make an illustration of how this is supposed to look like. This is an Excel spreadsheet that helps us to calculate the dates for the patients. Remember, the calculation of dates for the patients for pickup and going back to the facility is done automatically by Sync. But we still need to keep in mind that Sync also calculates the 28 days, not the full month, so the patient will always have days short. The cohort months is the months that we discussed that the patient will come and collect. Month 0, they are collecting for month 1 and 2, as we have said. At month 2, they are collecting for 3 and 4, month 4, and that's how it goes. Let's assume now that the dates are generated for the whole year, even though our script is valid for 6 months. This patient has come, let's give it a date, the 6th of June, 2019. It's their month, their cohort month, it's their month 0. Now, if we were to look at the cohort, the patient is supposed to come back again around June for bloods. But if you look on the dates that are generated, because they are calculating 28 days, the patient will come back in May, the beginning of May. And yet the patient is supposed to come back in June. So if we do not correct it, it will kick the patient out of cohort. At 6 months, if I'm in June and I start, 6 months should be in December, not in November. So these are some of the things we need to look out for. So in this case, when the patient, if we will give the patient the comeback date on this time, the patient will be fine. They will still be covered with medicine. But if you want the patient to come in December, the patient will be short of 15 days medicine because of the 28 days that each carton has, each medicine container has. But if the patient has a script valid for 12 months, the patient will come back in May, when they are supposed to come back in June. So they will be short of a full month's 30 days medicine. So these are the things we need to take into account and be mindful of when we give dates or even the comeback dates for the patients. But this can also work in the favor for the facility because we can then decide to give our patients dates between this month and this one for comeback. Because now remember, our adherence club or facility pickup points or even the external pickup point might have about 30 patients. You do not want all of them to come in the same date. So you can give them dates between this day and that day. That will allow you to spread your patients throughout and still try and keep them within their cohort. The same thing can be done on this month. Now that we looked at making sure that the patients come back at the correct time for their cohort, let us look at how do we deal with the patient that we decant now or we register on RPCs for the first time. Remember now the guidelines are allowing us to take the patient from the initiation day when they started 6 months. If the patient viral load is suppressed and the patient is doing well, the clinician can actually take that patient out of the facility and register the patient onto RPCs. How do we then account for this patient in this line? Remember now the patient is on month 6. We cannot now let the patient join month 0 again because we might end up missing the cohort month for the patient. So the patient needs to join the patients that were initiated on treatment in the same month as they are. But they will join these patients on month 6. So they will have their script done and they will get the the supply for these 2 months. And then they will continue up until and then they will start with these patients again in month 0. The good thing here to remember is that these patients have been on treatment already. They've been collecting all along at facility level. So if they need to join, they need to join here. Which is the same thing if you want them to join the 3 months, they will join at month 6. And they will continue with the rest of the patient. And their script needs to be valid for 6 months so that we do not miss the annual bloods. What happens to a patient that we missed before and we did not register on RPCs, and now the patient is on month 3? The patient can join if they're in the clubs here, but not on CCMDD. They can join there and they will be the safe. At 6 months will be the safe. They join the register and they continue with the others. We will also deal with the patients that join midway their cohort when we talk mainly on the registers, and we'll also integrate it when we talk to tier.net. Thank you for watching for this video for now. I will see you in the next one.